And we are recording, and at least today, it is March 12th here in Southern California. Normally beautiful. I thought we were going to have background sound of rain, but it kind of let up compared to earlier today. We were pouring down rain, which is a great thing. Spring is officially here, as if it ever left here in Southern California. But I just really want to welcome everybody for being here, for taking the time out of your day to show up and kind of join me on this. Shall we say, musical journey, an opportunity maybe to kind of rise above some stuff, tune our strings, and really open up to the possibility of claiming another level of harmony, claiming another level of mastery, claiming another level or another piece of who and what we really are, which are these magnificent, beautiful expressions of life. And you know what? Right now, it's kind of challenging. It's kind of challenging out there. We're kind of being challenged to remember who and what we are. Now it's more important than ever to tune into that frequency, to tune into that state of being, to tune into who you really are, to tune into this. Okay? Not CNN, not Fox News, not any of those. This is the station you need to tune into. This is where miracles open. This is where you get in touch with who you are, which, as I mentioned earlier, is a magnificent expression of life. So today we're going to go on a little journey. We're going to get to do some process work. We're going to move some energy. My whole intention for today is to kind of share some mindsets with you, but also to take you through a process to elevate you, to help you to rise up and connect into a new station of possibility. So I know we have a lot of new people on the call that are either on for the first time with me or are listening to the replay. So I'll just give my quick little spiel. So who am I? Well, my name is Mark Romero, as I think everybody knows. Um, Boy, this has been an amazing journey. So if people ask, well, what is it that you do? Well, basically, years and years ago, I kind of discovered that I am a conduit for harmonizing frequencies of energy. And I discovered this gift through my music. So, in fact, Stevie D was on the call. He's still on the call, hopefully. He was my drummer, the producer of the album. We came out in the early 2000s called Sueños Infinitos. And I really want to put props out to Steve because if he hadn't kicked my butt to get off my past my story to make an album, I probably would have never discovered my gift. I wouldn't be doing probably what I'm doing today. And so that's my personal props to Steve. Maybe we'll get him to show up here a little bit later and say hi. Because if that album hadn't come out, that's what opened up everything. It was that album that got into the hands of the guy from NASA who discovered these harmonizing frequencies of energy coming through my music. And then got to put props out, of course, to Dr. Lara, is who is notorious for pushing me beyond my comfort zone. And because I was kind of the uptight, constipated corporate guy, left brain dude. I'm still dealing with remnants of that. I got my business slacks on. No, just kidding. But there's a part of me that we go through these experiences. We kind of bring that through with us. Some are recovered CEO, high tech, high powered Italian suit dude. Man, back in the day, oh, hair slicked back. Man, move over Pat Riley. Some of you are probably going, who the heck's that? That's who shows up in my mind. But slick back, uptight corporate dude. And, if it wasn't for her really kind of pushing me to step into first acknowledging that I was a healer, and I literally ran down the hallway screaming because I didn't want anything to do with that. No way, man. That's the kind of stuff they, take you out in the backyard, they tie you to a tree, and they set you on fire, man. I didn't want nothing to do with that. And shortly after that event, that experience where I most like, it was pitiful, man. I had like fingers in my ears, running down the hallway, la la la, I can't hear you, I don't want to hear it. It's really not one of my, more uplifting moments, shall we say. And then, of course, right after that, this guy from NASA got a hold of that album, Sueños Infinitos, and discovered these frequencies in it, which opened the door for me discovering my gift to work with energy. And little did I know how much fun we get to work through different things and stepping into our gifts, because a lot of times we try to run from our gifts. Let me just save you a lot of time, energy, and pain. Don't run from your gift because they are damn fast. And ultimately, they come with you no matter where you run to, and they're just going to follow you and keep badgering you and keep challenging you into stepping into who and what you are. Marty just sent a note. She said, I have your first album to this day. I absolutely love listening. Hey, Marty, that's right. You do. In fact, Marty was, we'll talk about this in a little bit, came to one of my seminars 10 years ago now. So, wow, good to have you on the call, definitely. So, thank you for that. So, out of this discovery, it's kind of like, once again, I have to thank Dr. Lara, who one day calls me from the park and she just goes, you know what? She's picking up the kids from school and she's like, oh, you know what, hon? You don't need music to do this work. This is something that comes through you. I want you to remotely send energy to my friend Candace at the park. And so a mile and a half away, I just imagined sending energy. And a mile and a half away, Candace's energy field got tuned. The inherent um, benefit of playing the music in your space and your environment. Lynn says she's got the 4 CD set. Awesome, Lynn. Thank you. And so I sent energy without music because up to then I only thought it was music. I thought maybe it was the guitar I'd play, the cool notes. I didn't know. And so a mile and a half away, her energy field tuned. She had this huge shift in her physical energy. And Lara gets back on the phone. Oh my gosh, I knew it. You have the ability to, this is something that comes through you. It's not the music, it's not the notes, it's not the tones, it's something that inherently comes through you. And out of that experience, I realized that I could learn that I could send energy and then also to infuse the energy into things, which we'll talk a little bit about later today. And it totally freaked me out. I didn't tell anybody for like a year. I mean, literally had to kind of step into it. So today, I've really kind of embodied this gift. And if anything, in this time, in this day, in this age for all of us, man, we got to be our authentic self. You got to be who and what you are. You got to express that. And for the love, the passion, and the glory of expressing your authentic self and bringing that into the world, that's what's going to open up true abundance for you. That's what's going to open up true joy, true health, true vitality, um, true calmness, courage, especially in the day and age that we're in today, right now, which is why we're here. And today, man, it's about lifting ourselves above all this stuff that's going on in the world today, um, so that we can really step into something really cool. So, how I express myself, just to end this thing about me, because this is really about you, is I have my music series to this day. Um, I I'm drawing a blank. I do my coaching work, so I have a very powerful transformational coaching program that I developed from this whole discovery over the last 10 years that I use to help people to remove the limiting thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, old stories, the old parts of themselves that aren't in alignment with who and what they are, so that they can step into being their authentic self, that they can step into being these powerful beacons of shining light that are going to create positive change and transformation on the planet. Um, I do energy transmissions where people actually send me a picture of their homes or send me their piece of their favorite jewelry or whatever, and I can infuse the frequency into that. Then they can wear it, they can keep their energy in tune 24/7, um, regardless if they're playing the music or not. So just opened up a whole nother possibility. So I also do online and in-person group healing sessions and keynote concerts as a way to help lift people up. I mean, it took me a while to figure it out, but my passion is around helping people live a more empowered life in remembering who and what they are. And I remember years and years and years ago, I was like, really, I didn't know what this gift was about. I didn't know how to use it. I didn't know what I was doing. I was very lost with the whole process. And I heard this quote, and it just shook me to my core, resonating with truth. And that was, people think we need to seek enlightenment. No, you are enlightened. You already are divine. You already are magnificent. All you have to do is rise above the vibrational barriers and the limiting belief systems that keep you in a state of unenlightenment. It's not about seeking it. You already are that. It's about removing what is stopping you from being what you already are. And that summarizes everything that I do. So let me ask you a question. Who are you? Who are you? What's the stories that you've created about yourself? You know, are you the person that gets caught up in the fear of everything that's being pumped through in the media right now? You are so much more than anything that's coming through that channel. Okay? You are a divine expression of life, of possibility, of energy, of source energy, what quantum physicists call the quantum grid, the field of unlimited possibility. That is who you really are. All you have to do is remove everything that's contrary to that, that creates a story of I'm not good enough, I don't deserve, I'm powerless, I'm weak, I'm too young, I'm too old, I'm a man, I'm a woman, all these stories that really limit us in our expression. And we have to remove those pieces. And so that's who you really are. You are this unlimited vibrational being who came here to play the most elaborate game of all, the game of life. Come in here with all of your grandeur, all of your unlimited potential, all of your unlimited power. You're born, you promptly forget every single bit of it. Then you get these parents who say, oh, you're this way, you're that way, you're never going to amount to this. This is the key to success. All this wonderful programming that we just accept that totally help us to forget that we're powerful. And then if that's not enough, then they send us to school. And then school says, well, if you don't get all straight A's, then what? You're dumb. We're going to put you in bonehead English because you don't get straight A's. Well, what if you just don't like school? What if you just don't like memorizing a bunch of stuff on pieces of paper and reciting them back on another piece of paper and then getting told how good or how not good you are based on how much you are accurately transferred from here to here? What the heck? Obviously, I didn't do very well in school. I graduated cum laude from high school. So that's kind of like my story about school. I was like a rebel kid in school. So, but that's not who you are. You're so much more than that. And all this craziness that's going on in the world right now, and it's amplifying here just this week, it's amplifying. I even had my moment last night because I'm not a sports fan, okay? But I grew up watching the Lakers and I love basketball. And they suspended the season last night. I'm like, oh, man, my gosh, how could they do that? We're like on the way to championship, and it's like just an old passion of mine. I've never watched a whole game through this whole season, but I still love, nowadays with social media, you can watch a 10-minute video and get all the best plays from the game, and that's what I would do. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And there's just so much fear, so much anxiety, so much worry being perpetuated through the media into the world. We're all being impacted by it. We all feel it. We perhaps are feeling that within ourselves, the fear, the worry, these emotions that are getting triggered, these things that are coming up. And you know what? We've got to process through this because this is probably going to be a very unique interpretation, but this whole experience is an opportunity for you and for me to reclaim another piece of our power, to remember who we really are. Because if you're on this call, you came here because you know that there's something more, okay? And that you don't have to get carried away in this frequency of gloom and doom. In fact, you don't want to operate in that space. You know what? The best inoculation, so to speak, is to take yourself out of that frequency range and to bring yourself into another level of possibility. So I want to show you just real quick before we start doing some process work today. I'm going to show you one of my, it's maybe just a demented perspective I had, but I'm going to show it to you anyways and see if I can successfully get this image up here. And I'll give you an idea of what it is that I'm talking about. So let's see here. Oh, wow, okay, does it. So you should see a changing the station on the cosmic radio dial. Everything's vibration, man. We are living in energy, and we live in a world, in this case, I'd love to always say 88.5, but for some reason on this handout, I put it 91.1 to 95.5. That's where we operate. So I'm going to read what it says. We currently operate between 91.1 and 95.5 on the cosmic radio dial. Okay, within this frequency, we are susceptible to energy disruptors in our environment. These disruptors not only inhibit what we receive from consciousness from the field, but also inhibits what we transmit to the field. So this is where we operate. This is where the coronavirus is. This is where fear and worry is. This is where stock market crashes are. This is where election fear. Oh my God, it's like the perfect potpourri of things to get worried about, right? Let's make a shift. Let's make a change. Through this work, through the process that we're going to do today, that I'm going to take you through today, you're actually going to be able to shift yourself from 91.1, if you're willing to anyways, up to 100.3. And through the energy harmonization technology, which I called it back then, it is actually possible to move yourself and your clients, you, let's just focus on you, okay, up the dial and operate between 100.3 and 102.7. At that frequency, you're no longer susceptible to energy disruptors that are within the 91.1 and 95.5 frequency range. Now, I know that's kind of confusing, but I wanted to give this visual of this radio dial. We're vibrational beings. Everything is energy. What if we could move you from 88.5, where all this stuff's broadcasting, up to 100.3? You're no longer receiving the broadcast of anything in that frequency range. So does it have an impact upon you then? See, now I can tell you that it doesn't. In over 10 years in doing this work, and what the NASA scientists discovered in my music is that by tuning and harmonizing your energetic field, you can raise your vibration up that dial and no longer receive the broadcast of energy disruptors or experience their negative effects upon your body, your mind, your spirit, and your energy. And that is powerful. And this opens up a whole thing to where we can kind of tap into this saying we can be in the world, but not of it. And that is huge. So, recognizing that you are all these powerful expressions of life, of energy, of divine source energy, I'll call it what it is. Are you willing to step into your power right here, right now, and set the intention to move yourself from where you're at right now, from the fear that you might be experiencing, from the anxiety that you might be having, worried about your retirement, your 401k, whatever it is, who's going to be the next president, whatever, are you willing to move from that space into a higher vibrational space where you're not tuned into that frequency? So what I'd love you to do is just type in. Ann already said yes with spaces between the E and the S. So that's like heavy duty there. So just type in. Debbie says yes. This is so powerful. Why is this powerful? Because how you start moving energy is through intention. Okay? Christopher says yes. Celeste says yes. Jennifer, yes, yes, yes. No, Jennifer said absolutely less. Wendy did the triple yeses. Janae, yes, I am. Absolutely yes from Pamela. Oh my gosh, I am there. Bring it. Deborah, love it. Oh yeah, yes, absolutely. Yes, yes, I'm ready. Yes, yes. Fantastic. That's the first step. Because each, and Steve just put in yes, daddy. That's an old joke. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Oh, hey, Diana, nice to see you. Love you, buddy. Thank you so much for being here. So yes. That's the first step. Can you already feel that? In fact, I want you to just breathe that into right here. Can you feel that yes? Can you feel how it already begins to shift something? Can you feel how it already begins to start raising some energy, raising your vibration? Can you feel yourself moving up that dial? I'm going to give you some steps. In fact, I'll probably give you some steps here pretty quick. But now's the time, man, because I'm going to put a little pressure on everybody on this call and listening to the replay. By you tuning into that higher level of possibility, by you accessing this, your authentic self, who and what you really are, rising above that stuff, that makes you a powerful conduit for transformation and change. That makes you a beacon of light. That makes you like somebody who's bringing beautiful music into the space. It's almost like, have you ever walked into a dark room at night and you turn on the light switch? You're the light, shining the light in your room, wherever it is that you're at. And automatically, where does the darkness go? It doesn't go anywhere. It actually raises up to match the frequency of the light. And that is how powerful each and every one of us is. So the quickest way for us to transcend this, the quickest way for us to move beyond this and into other possibilities in our life is to tune into this aspect, tune in that aspect of who and what you are, and to radiate your light, your love, your compassion, your peace, who and what you are into the world. And there's two things that are going to happen as a result of that. First of all, one, you're going to open up to a whole nother level of joy, passion, excitement. Your body's going to go, oh my gosh, this feels so good. Why don't we just like heal some of those sore muscles? Why don't we just reinvigorate some of these things where maybe you're experiencing disharmony in your body? That's what's going to begin to open up. But not only that, you're also going to like be able just to walk in a freaking room like the light and impact everybody there without saying anything. And that's how powerful you are. And that is the power that we all need to remember. So yes, we got stories, oh, but I'm this, or I'm dealing with this health issue. In fact, I can even kind of tune in some things because there's some people kind of going, oh my gosh, well, I got this health thing, this stuff I've kind of felt powerless against. That's not the truth of who and what you are. Are you willing to let that go? And certainly that whole aspect of being a powerful woman, step into being a powerful woman. The feminine, man, needs to come back and restore harmony in this world. It's a huge shift that's taking place right now, and it's absolutely beautiful. And this is not only within women, it's also within men, to be true to our emotions. And I thank God for my mom, who got on my butt, who always told me, son, feel your emotions. You know, we cry so that we cleanse our eyes and see life more clearly. I mean, this was in between her telling me to clean my room and take out the trash, but, you know, and maybe as a teenager, I didn't appreciate it, but man, so important. I'm so thankful that I had that opportunity to always be true to my emotions and to express that energy and to move through that. So good stuff. So we get to have an opportunity. We get to have an opportunity to shift our energy. And that's what this process is going to be like. So I want to look at maybe some of the fear and some of the anxiety that shows up. How do we typically respond to when we feel fear, when we feel anxiety? Just kind of tuning into what's going on in the world today. We all have felt it, I'm sure, stress to one degree or another, worry, right? Those are just frequencies of energy, okay? And the most powerful thing you can do is allow yourself to process that energy and to feel it, you know, rather than, oh my gosh, I'm just going to get on here. Don't go on here, okay? That's not going to help you, okay? Don't go eat a bowl of ice cream. You know, just allow yourself to feel and allow yourself to process that energy. But most importantly of all, suspend your judgment of what it is that you're feeling. If you feel sadness, if you feel anger, if you feel anxiety, if you feel anything you're feeling from all the stuff that's going on in the world right now, that's an opportunity. You feeling it and breathing through it is letting go. It's like some of you have been coaching clients of mine, and I've used this analogy before on calls and in my sessions. You know, we all carry this backpack on our back as we're climbing the mountain of life. You know, we got stuff back there, weight sets, small motor vehicles. Some of us even have motor homes and, you know, tractor bulldozers and things that we carry from our experiences. Well, by feeling and allowing yourself to process, it's like reaching in the back and putting down that mini motor vehicle. You don't need to carry that back there. It's about reaching back there. Ooh, 45-pound dumbbell plates for bench press. Let's just put those down. You know, oh my gosh, there's a refrigerator. Let it go. Put it down. So by us being triggered by the experiences is actually bringing an opportunity for us to release and let go of what's no longer serving us, that lower density energy. Why? So that we can become more enlightened and step into the next grander version of who and what we are. But in order for that to happen, we need to, number one, suspend judgment of those feelings. Very important. Let it go. Don't make yourself wrong for having it. So great. Feel fear. Awesome. Breathe it through. Let it go. Number two, allow yourself to feel it and process through it and let it go. So what we're going to, there's a third step too, and that is integrate in higher vibrational frequencies of different states like love, compassion, peace. There's all kinds. We're going to work with some of those today in the process that I create. And through that combination of those two, you can move yourself up that radio dial, tune into new stations of possibility, get in alignment with who and what you really are. So, I think it's process time. What do you think? So, what I want to do first, and well, actually I was going to do that earlier, but I'm going to do it now. I'm going to have a little bit of tea here because my voice feels like I got a little excited. But I want you just to take a couple deep breaths and accept yourself where you're at right now. Just be where you're at. Can you accept yourself where you are right now on this journey in your life? Just breathe into it and accept yourself. See, right here is where life takes place. Right here is where you let go of what's no longer serving you. Right here is where you tune into the present moment. Right here is where you access your power. Right here is where you shift your energy into a higher bandwidth and start tuning into some really cool music at 103.5 as opposed to 88.5. And I will give you some tangible physical steps, if you probably already know them, but I'm going to share them with you anyways after we do the process. And we'll go from there. So how does that sound? So are you ready to do some energy shifting? So just once again, type in a note, say yes. Are you ready to let go of what's not serving you? Are you ready to leverage this time as an opportunity to lift your life to new heights? Wendy says she's ready for sure with big smiles. Pam says, yep. Yes. Debbie, yes, I'm ready to release. Mary, yes. Karen, yes. On the same breath, yes, yes, yes. Once again from Darlene, ready, set, go. Yes, from Sue, and yes, love it. Hearts and smiley stars and stuff. I'm so ready. Cool. On the other hand, we also get to do this other thing. Are you ready to bring in frequencies of energy that are more in alignment with who you are? Are you ready to bring in higher states of being that are going to lift your spirit and your soul to another level? Are you ready to do that? So once again, type in yes, yes, I'm ready to raise my energy. I'm ready to raise my vibration. So Wendy says absolutely. Tess says yes. Mary, yes. This goes too fast. Oh yes, ready from Pam. Marty, yes. Yes, let's do it. Yes, raise the energy roof. I love that. By the way, there is no roof. Okay, that radio dial goes on forever. The only roof that exists is the one that's within the constructs of your own mind. So how about for today, we just let go of any roofs? How does that sound? I think that sounds pretty cool. I love that analogy. Thank you so much for sharing that. Tina says, yes, I'm so ready to raise my vibration. Joe, Nancy, good vibes. Sue, to infinity and beyond. All right, I love it. Janae, yes, please. Thank you. Yes, I'm ready to raise my energy, vibrations, and alignment. I am ready. Donna says, I love the cosmic scale. Yes, and the beauty of it is it goes on forever. There's always more love to expand into. There's always more possibility to expand to. There's always more magnificence to embody in our life experience. So, okay, I'm going to stop yapping then. And I'm going to invite you just to get yourselves nice and comfortable and just kind of sit back and relax and just breathe. I guess I need the guitar, right? And we're going to do some process work here. So let me just get myself mic'd up here because I'm going to record this into the studio and really give you a cool way that you can access the studio recording, which I think you're going to love. Something I've never done before, but I'm not going to tell you anything more than that. So don't ponder it too much. I just invite you just to sit back and relax. Just chill, man. And just breathe. So just take a deep, slow inhale, open mouth, let it go. Followed up and take another deep inhale. And just let it go. And just bring your attention to the rising and the falling of your breath. Just watch it move, expand, contract. And as the thoughts arise, just come back to your breathing. Just let go of the stuff of the day. And just bring your attention right here, right now. Just allow yourself to begin to open up. Open yourself to transforming your life. Let go of those beliefs that somehow you don't think you're deserving of all the beauty and all of the grandeur of life. Nothing could be farther from the truth. Take another deep breath. As you continue to breathe, just set the intention to rise up and unveil the unlimited expression of life. Possibility that's within you. Take another deep, slow inhale. And just breathe. Let go of what's not serving you. And ready to remember who you really are. So just bring your attention back to your breath. Watching the rising and the falling. And just take a look inside yourself. And just notice what you feel. As a result of everything that's outpicturing on the movie screen of our lives. And without judgment and without fear, just allow yourself to feel whatever surfaces. Just breathe it out and let it go. The more that you tune into it and allow yourself to feel it and to let go of whatever surfaces. Free yourself. To get in touch with who you really are. So take another deep inhale. Breathe it out and let it go. Take another deep breath. Let it go. When we allow the days and the nights of our own emotional energy to flow through us without judgment, without resistance, we free ourselves. We free ourselves to soar. So take another deep inhale and just breathe it out and let it go of any fear, any worry, any dread. Just let it go. So what I want you to do is just gently place your hand on your heart space and just really tune into that place and just breathe. And for the next few moments of quiet, we'll just send a little energy and just really activate that space. And your job is just to breathe and observe without judgment. Just allow to be whatever there is to be. And to just breathe. So just take another deep inhale. Open mouth, let it go. And as I kind of tuned in, I really got a sense of a powerful state of being that could help us all. And that's the frequency of self-love. So once again, with all of your grandeur, all of your power, just tune into that space. Set the intention to love yourself more. Just letting go of any stories of how you might be unworthy. Or somehow not eligible for this thing called self-love. Those are all just works of fiction. So take a deep inhale, focusing on your heart space. And literally imagine breathing in the notes. Take another deep breath. As you continue to breathe, imagine a beautiful warm glow in your heart space. And with each breath, just glow it brighter. great could it be just loving yourself more? Just because you choose to. Not based on anything outside of you. Can you generate that feeling within yourself? Take another deep inhale. Just continue to breathe deeply with a sense of knowing that you are powerful beyond measure. And that you're so much more than all that goes on around you. Take another deep breath. And remember, who you really are. Time has come for all of us to let go of all those old stories. Take another deep breath. Just breathe that in. Remembering who you really are. Just gently say to yourself, I honor my path. I honor where I am right here, right now. And I am committed to shining my light and being my divine, unlimited self. Take another deep inhale. Open mouth, let it go. So just gently shift your breathing to open mouth inhales and exhales. Gently beginning to just anchor in what you've done today. Letting go of any fear, any anxiety. Integrating in this energy of love and of knowingness. Take another deep inhale. Just gently let it go. And breathe. And just take another deep inhale. And gently begin to bring yourself back to this time, back to this space, back to this moment. And just bring any movement back to your hands, back to your feet, gently bringing yourself back. Definitely went places, I can feel that. So just allow yourself to just gently come back to the space. So as you kind of bring yourself back down to earth, perhaps maybe you have enough coherence in you to type a little note. Just let me know you're doing okay. Lydia says, thank you. That was truly magnificent. Lynn says, kind thanks, Mark. It's been buoyantly joyous experience. Blessings to you this day with some strange symbols. That was great. Marnie says, thanks for the beautiful, much needed medicine. Awesome, Debbie. That was awesome. You're so very welcome. Such my pleasure to take you through that. So there was definitely some components, and I just want to kind of, there's obviously a releasing aspect where we're letting go of fear. Allow yourself to feel what it is that you feel. Don't make yourself run for it. Just breathe it through and let it go, okay? It's just energy. All this stuff is stirring up stuff within us that needs to be released and let go. So just let it go. Just release it. Just let it go. Reach in your backpack. Take out that really heavy piece of metal that you've just been holding back there for whatever. You've been holding it back there since you were like 4 years old. Set it down. Let it go, okay? Move forward. You're going to continue to resonate at a higher level. So we released, we let go, and then we integrated in self-love. Self-love is awesome. It's like one of the most powerful lights that you can bring in within yourself. Just love yourself more. I mean, what could open up for us if we were just to love ourselves more? How could we change the world if everybody just loved themselves more? I tell you, it would be astronomical. And then I went into a little bit of knowing, to just kind of knowing the truth of who you are. Who you are is divine. Who you are is magnificent. Who you are is magnificent. You know, who you are is extraordinary. You know, own that. Be that. That's who you really are. Okay? And then there was a little energy transmission in the middle there during our quiet time. Just a little something to just activate you and to raise your vibration and to move you into this new frequency range. And then I always begin with opening. I always end with grounding. Just ground us down, anchor it down. So here's a couple things to really optimize what we've done is number one, um, drink water tonight, today, wherever you're at. Make sure you drink some water. Not so much that you run to the bathroom every 5 minutes. Just drink some water. Be hydrated. We want to do that to move emotion. You might notice some stuff bubbling up, some emotional stuff. Cool. If it does, just breathe through it. Let it go. I promise you, you'll feel so much better when you allow that energy to move through you. Um, there is a homework assignment. Okay, so here's your homework assignment. You don't need a pencil. I think you'll be able to remember this. I want you to do something within the next 24 hours that completely ignites your heart and your soul, something that you just love to do, something that's like a 10 on your list, whatever that is, go do that list. That's your committed action to really set into motion today into rising above the static and noise that's going on in the world today and reclaiming your power, reclaiming your greatness. What can you do that's a 10 on the Richter scale, so to speak, and just do something that you love to do? Getting out in nature. Maybe it's going getting a massage, getting your nails done. I don't know, whatever it is to you, man. Get those little crystals out, light some candles, and pour salt stuff in your bath and submerge yourself. Whatever that is for you, your 10 thing, take on your 10 thing. My 10 thing is I get to go do this tonight in person at an event. So I'm really stoked about that. That's like my 10, okay? I get to do this all over again with people actually in the room, which is really cool. That's always kind of fun too. But so that's my 10 thing. I get to go do some more vibrating, I guess you could put it. So take on your 10 thing and see what shows up for you. And then look to see how life responds. Look to see what kind of opportunities show up in your experience. Look to see what mirrors and reflects back to you. But remember this, you are always in choice. You are always in power. So a couple steps to help you through this time. I received a note from somebody who said, well, what do you do with people and stuff around? Remember this, your point of power is you have a choice to how you react to circumstances. Yes, life unfolds in its own different way, okay? But how you react, that's where your point of power is. You don't have to react to what people are saying. And if people are talking negative things, oh my gosh, have you heard the latest coronavirus or whatever, remove yourself, okay? Put in your headphones. Ask them to shift the subject matter. You know, remember, you're in the point of power. Radiate who and what you are, and you'll be surprised. The more and more that you can deal with your own internal stuff that arises and shows up and release and dissipate, the more and more those people are going to change that are showing up in your experience. Okay, life is a mirror. Okay, get over it. Life's a mirror. Don't like the reflection? Change yourself, and you'll be surprised at what's going to begin to change and as you go through your life and your day. Number two, turn off the news, okay? There ain't nothing good there. Dr. Jones, who was a scientist from NASA, told me years and years, 12 years ago, he said, humanity is extremely powerful and creative. And he told me this, I'll just share what he said. He said, we're being manipulated to create this certain reality through the media and what they bring it through and that they perpetuate fear and all these different aspects. You can't find your divinity being in fear. You can't connect to who you are living in that frequency range. Now at the time, 12 years ago, I thought Dr. Jones maybe had done too much drugs back in the 60s or something. And honestly, I didn't really believe him. But now, I'm like going, you know what? The guy might have been onto something. He was like from another planet. I always just accuse him of being from another planet, but he might have been onto something. So turn it off. Number two, if you must watch something, I want you to go and scour for positive, uplifting things, music, messages, inspirational stuff. Feed your heart and soul with stuff that's going to lift you up. Let go of the stuff that's not lifting you, that brings you down. Turn it off, man. You don't need to watch it. You don't need to tune into it. Tune into something else. Tune into something higher. Tune into something more magnificent. Number three, get out in nature. Ground yourself. Take off your shoes if you're able. If you happen to be in, like Minnesota or Green Bay, keep your shoes on. Go outside in nature. Breathe in. Feel the sun. Feel the air. Feel the Christmas in the air, not Christmas. Feel it. Get out, clear your energy. Dr. Lair and I went on a walk on the beach the other day. Yes, Southern California. Sorry. walk on the beach the other day. It was so cleansing and just so refreshing to let go of all that stuff. So get out in nature, okay? So one, turn it off, the news, the media, stay off this, what people are sharing about it. Unplug from it. Don't be on it. Number two, feed yourself, your heart, and your soul. Darlene says, hug a tree. Absolutely. Hug the biggest damn tree you can find. Hug that thing. Okay. Feed yourself stuff that's going to uplift you. Okay. Lift you to new heights. And I'm talking food, water, information, inspiration. Lift yourself up. Number three, get out in nature. Breathe. Feel the air. Get away from stuff. Take a break. Take a step away. And most importantly, allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you feel. So, awesome stuff. So, I have something that's really unique. I've never done anything like this before, but I wanted to do this. So, this process, as I mentioned earlier, obviously, I do processes. So, I have processes. I do energy transmissions, a new thing that's coming out. I'll be adding the information on my website here shortly. So I thought I would do something completely unique and different to support the uniqueness of where we're at right now. And I want to make it in a way that's so cool for people that it's like, yeah, why would I not want to engage with this? So this process that I just created, I just recorded it into the studio with all kinds of pristine sound and everything, a little bit of reverb, some nice effects and stuff. And I want to make this available for everybody to download and use this process because it's going to support you as we continue to move through this thing and continue to evolve through this, and it'll energetically support you in this process. Plus, I'm going to add on not only the replay, the process, the music alone. So you do the process 1 to 2 times a day, and then you play the music in your space as much as possible. You don't have to listen to it, just go about, do what you do to help you support, specifically for this, about rising up, rising above the static and noise of the modern day world, all that fear, all that mayhem that's out there, rise above it. That's what this process is all about. Plus, I'm going to send you 2 energy harmonizations, 1 per week for the next 2 weeks of the month to help you to tune your energy and continue this process of rising yourself up. Now, here's the cool thing is I'm going to make this available to you where you can purchase it, but guess what? You get to set the price of what you want to pay. So it's a donation-based thing. I've never done anything like this. I got inspired. It came up. I'm listening to my callings, so to speak. So what I want to do is I want to provide you a link. It's markromeromusic.com/rise up. One word, rise up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share something real quick. So I'm going to walk you through the process because it's kind of cool how it works. Let's see here. Share. Yes, I want to share. Okay. So you should see, let me get that out of the way. You should see us. So you go to markromeromusic.com/rise up, and it's going to take you to the Rise Up Healing Process donation. So if you notice, the price is set to $1. So you can purchase things for $1 if you want to purchase $1. If you want to purchase it for, let's say, $20, you can set it to $20. It's going to charge you $20. And then tomorrow I'm going to send you an email and with a link to download the process. You'll be put into the list of the group of people I'm going to do the energy transmissions for. You'll get a replay of the call, the whole shot. And then you've got a process that you can download and you can actually work with. But it's up to you. You donate whatever you feel called to donate. Because I know there's a lot of people having fear and worry around finances and those different things. I want to make this is a way for you to access this tool and whatever works for you, whatever is within your realm of comfort zone, whatever you feel inspired to do that. So it's markromeromusic.com/rise up. And I guess what I should probably do is I'm going to type it in the comments. Rise up. I think that works. There you go. There's the link. It's not any, can't be any simpler than that. This is my gift to you. I am so committed to helping us all rise up above all this stuff that's going on. In fact, I am even going to be back here next week with another call. And except this one, free webinar, once again, this is going to be about boosting immunity. Okay, it's going to be about raising up your physical energy and boosting immunity. I'm really excited about that one. Got a whole different assortment of musical mantra pieces and energy transmissions to support that aspect. But this is my commitment. I think more and more that we have to be willing to do whatever it takes to help raise ourselves and others to a whole new level, because that's what's going to change stuff. That's what's going to um, elevate us all to a new level. I say let's leverage this whole thing that's going on to open up to another level of enlightenment, opportunity, empowerment to remember who we are. Let's see, did you post the site on here? Yes, I did. Janae, it's there. markromeromusic.com/rise up. So cool stuff there. I demoed it, did that thing to conclude, and then I'll open up for any questions anybody has. There'll be an email coming out with a membership call with Dr. Lara, where she's going to be doing a healing session on harmonizing and energizing the solar plexus. So that'll be coming up. And as I mentioned, there'll be another webinar that'll be coming out next week on boosting immunity, boosting our energy. So let's see. Okay. Somebody says they can't see it. So just type in markromeromusic.com and then just a /rise up, and it'll take you to the page. And it'll be in the email too that I'll send out with the replay, because everybody gets a replay of what we just did here today. So with that being said, I guess we're done. I guess we're kind of cool there. So if anybody has any questions, you can type in. Once again, markromeromusic.com/rise up. So I want to hear one more time on the typing in thing. Are you committed to taking your power back and stepping into your magnificence and shining that beautiful light that's within you? If you are, I would like you to type that down. I'm shining, baby. Shining my light. Yes. From me to everyone. Yes. Okay. Yes, I am. Darlene says yes. Wendy says, yes, I'm committed. Shining smiles. Melissa says, yes, I am. Jennifer, yes, shine on. Can't wait for the next webinar. Celeste, absolutely shine on. Pam, yes. Debbie, she's a beacon of love and light. I love that. Janae says, yes, I'm shining my light. Joe says, I'm committed. Sue says, shine on, shine on. I love it. Is next week the same? No, next week will not be the same. That's going to be a whole different theme. Today was about rising above the static of noise, that frequency of fear, and beginning to reclaim our power and to lift ourselves up and to ignite this. Okay. Next week's going to be about boosting immunity. It's going to be about boosting our physical energy, our health, our vitality, our well-being. We're going to do some really cool stuff on there. And like I said, this is my gift to everybody in my community, to give back and to really just provide some extra support, because I know it's challenging out there. And you know what? Let's leverage this. Let's utilize this as another rung in the ladder to remember our divinity, to remember our unlimited potential, to remember who we really are. Does that sound good? Everybody on board? So cool. Take on your 10 thing. Order the process. Please allow me to tomorrow to master and mix them. And then I will send out an email tomorrow if you do take advantage of the donation. And that's at markromeromusic.com/rise up, where it's all about helping you rise up and reclaim your power and remember who you really are. I'm going to be extremely brave right now. I'm going to unmute the whole call so we can say goodbye to each other, and we'll go from there. But first, let me stop the recording.